What up, Dragon Ball fans? This is Cyberman312 logging in from the 31st universe, here to talk some Dragon Ball Super thoughts, theories, predictions, and a whole lot more. I do appreciate you all for clicking on, and I do want to say great episode. It's hard to say that enough times. If anybody were ever to draw up an anime of Marvel vs. Capcom, this is how the fight should look. But here we go with Super Saiyan Trunks facing off against Super Saiyan Rose, Goku Black, which is hard to imagine because, Trunks would be like an ant compared to him, and so would Zamasu against Super Saiyan Blue Goku. But I guess the excuse could be that Goku Black and Goku are tired from all the fighting, and whatever, maybe Goku Black's body is worn down from all those punches he took from Vegeta, but who knows. So here's Trunks and Goku facing off against Zamasu and Black, and Mai just looking on at Trunks, waiting for her opportunity to be useful, which she really has been in this series. And here's Goku Black powering up yet again, probably getting another power boost, and he's just looking on at Goku and Trunks, and what would it be without a classic stare down, a classic smack talk back and forth between the two enemies here, two opponents, and Zamasu coming out of the smoke and just staring on and just looking at the Ningen that he hates so much. So he and Goku definitely affiliated, but who knows how, and how did Black come about? No one knows yet. So here's Goku and Trunks yet again facing off, and the fight actually starts off in the sky with Goku Black seemingly having the upper hand on Goku, kicking him right there on the side of the head. That just made me notice that Goku didn't even get one single hit on Black at all. The one contact that he made with Black just caught Goku's punch. But there's Black just hunting down Goku. He'll stop at nothing to just get the strongest Saiyan and take his abilities. And there he is trying to slash at him. Goku instant transmissioning away. Instant transmitting, I don't know, I guess you could say, but right behind Black, which catches him off guard, which is surprising to me because I could have sworn he had done it in front of Black before. But Black gets the upper hand on Goku and blasts him away with his instantaneous movement, and Goku's actually surprised that Black can move like that, which is surprising to me also because he basically came from a Kai, or he's really affiliated with Kai, and he knows a lot of moves. So if he's affiliated with Zamasu and Zamasu's a Kai, Goku should already know that. But whatever. But there's Trunks versus Zamasu again, and Zamasu, the fighting prodigy, gets caught by Trunks, and a nice stab right there to the midsection. But here we go again with regenerating characters. Trunks thinks he's good. I stabbed him. He should be dead. And Zamasu just pulls the sword out and just laughs at him like, hey, my immortal body this, my immortal body that. Which, a lot of body talk, which is weird. I almost feel like Black is not even here. Like, the real Black is maybe somewhere behind the scenes, and he's collecting bodies and somehow controlling them. That would be interesting if he's really that type of character. That would be really far out. But there's Goku Black, and he's gonna help out his buddy Zamasu as he launches a Kai Blast at Trunks and knocks his sword out of his hands, which I would have loved to see Trunks slice and dice Zamasu up and blast him away. But here's Goku and Goku Black facing off, and I mean, right here, I guess I doubt Goku even got a hit on him, but they're making contact right there. But there's Zamasu trying to get the upper hand on Trunks. Trunks actually manages to grab his energy sword type thing that he has, more like a dagger. And Zamasu is just talking all this smack to Trunks, like, man, you Ningen, y'all need to go, man. We don't like you. You know, we hate you. Get out of here, you know. And but there they are, just facing off, and Zamasu actually taking all these punches from Trunks, same way Vegeta was punching Goku Black, and Trunks makes Zamasu miss and gets a little separation there and starts charging up a crazy attack, which happens to be the Final Flash, Vegeta's signature move. So it does look like Vegeta and Trunks did train a lot, unless the Final Flash is super easy to learn. But there's Trunks shooting it off and at Zamasu, and it just looks crazy. It's just like a crazy blast, and you would think that he would be obliterated, you know. And Goku's like, hey, did you finish off Zamasu? Which is surprising to me, because I mean, Goku does he really need to ask? Because can't he sense God Ki? Unless he's so distracted with Black that he can't concentrate enough to sense the God Ki. But, you know, Zamasu comes out and just, I don't know what happened. Did he disintegrate and come back together like Majin Buu status? Or did he, some sort of like magical shield go around him because he's immortal, you know? But who really knows? But there's Zamasu saying, my immortal body yet again, you know. I don't know. Zamasu just like wants to be a little too perfect, you know, in my opinion. So does Black. So maybe this character wants to just be super perfect in a sense, and wants to just have all the best abilities and all the best bodies, you know, all the best fighters, and just create an army for himself. Because I don't know. I mean, when we first saw Zamasu, his first like evil side, it looked like he was possessed. Like when he destroyed that Barbarian, it looks like he was just straight possessed and controlled by somebody. Kind of like I said with you know, if you're all familiar with the show Yu-Gi-Oh, Merrick Ishtar, he had like his own little you know, entity inside of him. But there's Zamasu just screaming at these Saiyans like, man, you guys gotta go, especially you Saiyan, all the Ningens gotta go, especially the Saiyans. So he's like, and everybody, and these guys are just like, geez, man, these guys are crazy. And Goku's like, Trunks, let's get out of here, you know, Kamehameha, whatever. And there's Black charging up his Kamehameha, and Pink Kamehameha. Looks like a Majin Buu Kamehameha, and Zamasu out of nowhere pulls a Goku and Piccolo, you know, versus Raditz here, and grabs, you know, Goku Black launches the Kamehameha with this little leg kicked up back there. You know, SMH, Sai, whatever. But yeah, big explosion, and Zamasu just got, you know, Goku and Trunks right there, just throws them down, and just like, the fight is over. I mean, even though they're still transformed or whatever, like, it's done. You know, Zamasu and Black, looks like they won. The bad guys, looks like they won this round, and they're like, hey, shall we finish them off? And yeah, they do decide to finish them off. This is why I think, I don't know, look at that, look how, like, those energy blasts that they're making, like, notice how they start off, like, they look exactly the same. I don't know, I kind of feel like maybe possibly the real Black, like Black's true form, maybe the real Black's true form is that, you know, that silhouette shadow that we saw, and maybe these guys are just bodies, you know. Imagine like a perfect version of the superhuman water, and instead of it being there, it's just like, you know, on its own planet or something, and just watching everything. But giant explosion, and But yeah, you think they were gonna finish him off, but Vegeta actually, Vegeta almost coming back from the dead, manages to sneak in a blast in. Um, his chest is wide open, and he just passes out after that. Can't take it anymore. Gaping hole through the chest, and you manage to transform into Super Saiyan Blue. Even still, you got to be some type of calm. But there's Yajirobe, the hero of the day, man. Thank God, it's really cool that they have somebody, one of the Z fighters at least still be in the future, at least allow something like this. And kind of glad it's Yajirobe, because Yajirobe is hilarious, and his Japanese voice sounds really crazy compared to to the American one. But so here's a tear gas, which seemingly, like, come on, really, like a tear gas against a Dragon Ball Z character, like, really? But anyway, I don't know, it could be like just Bulma's special tear gas for super high powered villains or whatever. It is the future, and it is Capsule Corp, and it is Bulma, but there's the MVP, just, that's why she's the leader of the resistance, because next to Trunks, she's just like MVP. But here's the monster, like, man, we gotta find them. Where'd they go? And here's Black. You would think that Black would have perfected his Ningen, I want to call it like a life sensing ability. I feel like that's how he caught Trunks back in one of their first encounters. Like, he just senses life energy, not necessarily. You can hide your energy, but I feel like Black would still be able to. And right here, it's funny because Black, these two are supposed to know instant transmission, so why didn't Zamasu instant transmission or instantaneous movement with Black right there to get to them? I don't know. Maybe it's just coincidence, but here's Trunks just chilling, looking up in the sky, and notices time machine, and Vegeta falls out and everybody else, but he notices Vegeta's the most hurt, so he runs over to him and calls Bulma, and Bulma's just going crazy because her husband was half dead. But here we go over to Gowasu and Zamasu of the present time. Gowasu is just looking on, and he's saying, hey, because Zamasu comes in like, oh, what are you doing, Gowasu? And Gowasu's like, hey, I'm watching the God Tube, which is pretty funny. It's pretty hilarious. He's, I'm watching, that's one of the translations that I saw. I'm watching the God Tube. Would you subscribe to my channel if I did it? I want to become a God Tuber. And it was just hilarious. But, I don't know about Gowasu. He just, because Zamasu comes in like, what are you watching? I was like, oh, nothing. Just Goku. Just basically just says, just watching Goku transform into a Super Saiyan Blue, which is requires him using God Ki. Then Zamasu's like, what? No way. And then he notices the Dragon Balls. So I feel like Gowasu is like kind of pointing Zamasu towards the right direction in terms of becoming evil or something. I'm just referring to Gowasu, and when he was like, oh, there must be a sense of balance, wink wink. Now if you notice that thing in the middle, the giant vase or whatever, I don't know what it's called, but notice, I want to point something out. If you notice the cup of tea, the bottom of the cup, when we first saw it, was black, right? And it was going up, kind of like Black, the darkness was trying to consume the white, the light or whatever. And if you notice that in the vase, things are a little different now. But so Zamasu goes over to Zuno, I believe that's what his name was, and Zuno's like, you are, which is kind of weird because isn't he supposed to know everything? I guess you got to ask him, if you want to find out stuff, but for him to answer you, right? But great episode, great episode.